Alright, we're playing around a little more on QA now. We're on a new build, 1177. So, we're actually only a few days out from the release. It seems the artifact salvage is sort of working. It works for the old versions. So if we mouse over any of these versions, it'll say it's a legacy version of the artifact. Those we could salvage into the new version. They just have the regular description. You'll notice it has 6 air attunement. These legacy ones also have 6 air attunement. For an uncommon, that is a change. They've changed the attunements. That's part of the balance pass for artifacts. So it seems that's already starting. We'll check some more later. But right now what I'm going to do is actually just salvage 4 of these old ones. And I want to make sure that they're the old ones. So I have to mouse over every time and check for that old description. A bit tedious. It won't matter for purposes of salvage. But if you have a mixed bag, it can be a bit tedious to have to check like that. So they might add some color to this or something else that's a little bit more obvious because you're just rolling through, which are new and old. But the reason we particularly care right now is because if you salvage a new artifact, you get an error on the board, on the crafting table. So it doesn't let you get the essence out of it right now. But before, everything was doing that, even salvaging an old. So they're working on it and progressing. And again, this is QA, and this is a feature they're still actively working on, so you would expect some trouble. So now we have plenty of them to combine. You'll notice the new ones come out at 130 durability. The rings. In fact, I got a Ring of Death to drop the other day off of Torqual. You'll see it just drops off right at 130 durability. So this is a new artifact at 130. The reason this new artifact only is 50 is because it was salvaged from an old artifact. It's preventing us from getting extra durability on our gear. That one's intended to be used primarily for combining. You can still work it and use it just like you could before, but you could also do that before you salvage. So we're going to go ahead now and combine these. These are rings of air we're working with. You see it lights up 5 rings of air. If you go here, we actually have more than 5 in our inventory. Uncommons, we have 7. It's only letting us combine with 5, so it's only registering 5 is valid. And we'll go ahead and combine them. And they combine into now a rare that came out. That wasn't an exceptional craft, so it just came out like a normal Ring of Air rare, which is now +9. So we'll go. We'll look over all those values in a minute. And what happens now when you do get an exceptional, that you're always at 130 durability now for rings, and 150 for crafted rings, I believe, as opposed to artifact rings. When you get an exceptional here, you'll see it has +1% armor durability effectiveness. That's the new bonus for getting an exceptional. Some armor durability effectiveness, or some durability effectiveness. On a shield, it'll be shield durability effectiveness. On a weapon, it'll be weapon durability effectiveness. The interesting thing about this is, traditionally, rings, all jewelry, so rings and necklaces, and also the belt slot have been considered weapons for purposes of enchanting. They've always rolled the weapon durability effectiveness, and they rely on your weapon enchanting master skill in the crafting tree. So I don't know if they intend to change these from being weapons in that sense to being armor, or if they're going to change this armor durability effectiveness to be in line with the weapon durability effectiveness you can enchant, or if they'll just stay dissimilar, and you'll be able to have both of them on your ring slot. But it is interesting that for the time being they do have they're counting as armor for the purposes of that exception. They're traditionally weapons. So as far as the attunement goes, I'm not sure what a common has right now. I'm guessing it might be 4. If an uncommon is at 6 attunement on attunement rings, rare is 9. We can check out any legendaries we have here, like the Spring of Life, and that's 12. And if you go to an epic, it'll pop up to 15. So not quite as powerful. And in fact, the commons might even be 3, and it'll just be a step of 3 attunement each time. And in fact, the Ring of the Deepwood commons, I think, do match that. I think they are 3 of each of the attunements, so they're kind of a special case ring. But as far as attunement go, so that's a change there. We can look over some other artifacts. I'm not 100% on my artifact stats, but we'll go ahead and check out a couple more. Let's see. For instance, Savage Sash, common is 10% attack speed. Ooh, and 0.8 move speed. So this used to be a 15% attack speed at common, I thought. I wish I had my live client up, because I thought it was better than Spider Silk Belt was, but maybe it's only better than Spider Silk Belt at uncommon. Dex Spark, 20 Attunement, so that's the same. My Anapha's Favor is still the same. Savage Sash, we got Thunder Branch. I don't know what that was for. Intelligence doesn't sound like the old number. Cat's Grace, rare 75 safe fall. Don't know if that changed. They always had a very powerful safe. Bandit Boots don't look changed. Again, some of you out there, if you use these artifacts, you'll be much more familiar with the numbers than I am. Start of Night, 25 Moon Attunement, 10 Dex hours. That one I think is the same. Pax Ring is still the same, 33.3% at uncommon. Field of Attraction, King Block Modifier looks the same. Energetic Tamer, still the same. Necklace of Civility, I assume they just redid that one already, so sounds the same. Cautious Precision, 20 Dex at uncommon is what we're used to seeing. Patient Harvester, 10%, yeah. BMC, 5% at uncommon is normal. Still minus 33% health, I believe it is. Yeah, minus 33% health. Riding Gloves, plus 7 Dex, still plus 0 move speed. So if you actually look at, if you use slash stats and read out your stats when you put these gloves on, you actually get 0.02 mounted speed. I think basically it's a decimal error. I think these are supposed to be like the boots and give you 0.2 mounted speed, but it actually applies to the wrong stat or something. It ends up being basically 100th of what you're supposed to get, I think. I forget the bug on those, but they're still bugged. Probably should have sorted these by 7 move rate, 2.5 attack speed, that's the same. Should have sorted these by name, but Gambler Common is still 5 Dex. Oh, I need to retest this. It used to be that the common Gambler Rings would take a regular weapon enchant. They wouldn't take the lower. So it takes a lot of durability out of them. They wouldn't take the lower stats. So you get major strength would be 10 strength on it. Major Dex would be 10 Dex on it. So you could actually get them pretty good for a common. Certainly only 22 durability left. That takes 28 out. You have to hit the mage on your first roll, or get durability effectiveness. Hit it on your second. Let's see what a Warlock Chain looks like now. So this is a rare, and it's giving 20 intelligence, which is the same as it used to, plus 7, plus 10s across the board. I wonder what the epics are like now. Epics were, as of current live, epics act funky. They give you DA, the intelligence doesn't go up much or at all. The attunements all finally jump from 10 to 12. They're 10 even at legendary. At epic they all jump from 10 to 12, except fire jumps from 10 to 15. You get 3 extra fire attunement on the epic, and I'm not sure why. Why it'd be epic specific. Alright, let's go to the name. Swashbuckler. I think that's the same. 18 to 54 parry reduction, I think is the same. I knew it's an insanely high number, but I think that's the same for an uncommon. Plus 8. A tamer would know if that's still the same. Actually looked at. These are still the same. The alchemy ring, crafting, I think all. Ooh, Lich. Oh, okay, still 40 Death Attunement on the Lich Rings. The Lich Rings are still the same. Very, very powerful rings. They might come down. Ringmaster Vest, that's all the same. Unless the tame bonus went down by a point. Vex Wand, 15 Fire Attunement, and 4 Int. Oh, that's changed. Let me check what that was. So the Vex Wand at Uncommon used to be 25 base attunement, and I think it was 10 intelligence. So that's actually a big. That's 10 fire attunement off of the Vex Wand. It's drop. And we still get them really high because you add another about 27 on top of that from a gem and an enchant. But yeah, you used to be able to get them over 50. You won't be able to do that anymore. All right, that's what I just happen to have on me right now for artifacts. That ended up dragging on a little bit and derailing off what we were looking at. Quiver of Jealousy still looks the same. That draw speed modifier, I don't know if that's a rounded number for display on the Quiver of Jealousy. It is on the actual stat. When you do like a Spect Flurry or Spellbinder Stance or Chaotic Feedback, as you see that 0.1 draw speed, 0.2 draw speed, 0.3 draw speed, you might charge up a skill and it'll say 0.3 for 0.3 draw speed modifier at a double stack, a triple stack, and a 4 stack. And then at the 5th stack, it might jump up to a 0.4 draw speed modifier. And actually, each time you stack an extra card, it is going up. It's just rounding for the. So it's kind of hard to tell on those things where exactly you're at. And I don't know if this Quiver of Jealousy is exactly 0.10 draw speed modifier, or if that's a rounded number. But you could investigate all that. If you do /stats, your draw speed modifier will be given as 2 decimal places, 2 places past the decimal instead of 1, which makes it, that way you could actually tell. All right, I hope this has been somewhat informative. I'm gonna stop this video here, and I might put out another one, but I'm gonna keep playing on QA and see what we come across.